Hi, I'm Mark from Devon Honey Candles. Today I've got something interesting sent to me. This is from one of the viewers. They watched my honey extraction process, and when they got to the uncapping bit, they decided that they're going to send me this to look at. I don't think I'm allowed to keep it, but they've asked me to have a look at it and say what I think. It's a honey uncap roller. It is by the Bee Cooperative, and they've got an interesting story. They say they are a team of ex-Formula 1 engineers who fell in love with beekeeping. I didn't think I'd say that on YouTube. They say it will significantly reduce comb damage, and compared to the way I do it, I suspect that's true. I'll show you how I do it in a clip. But I do think the way I uncap is pretty fast, so this would have to be a fast machine to be faster than that. So we will have to have a race. But before we do that, let's actually look at what we've got here. So let's cut it open. It's a nice box, nice tape. I can't imagine this is just the roller. I suspect they sent me the tank. Now, being a bunch of F1 engineers, this isn't going to be the cheapest setup. This is quite expensive, I think this is, but I suspect it's of good quality. It's very well packed. It's a perfect size. Can't get it out. This is efficient packing. There we go. And there is a box fixed to the inside of that box there. Not sure what that is. Let's take that off. Okay. Well, we've got a nice tote there. Sort of standard size tote. You get quite a few frames on that. Very similar to what I use. Wow. It's bigger than I thought. Interesting. Okay, well, we've got some peripherals, some nuts and bolts. I think these are spacers, so if you've got a really wide frame, or wonky frames maybe, you can do that. This little packaging note. QR code there, check them out. Okay, well, there is 2 holes here. A sort of 3D printed bit of plastic for the bolt. Quite like to open it nice and neatly. Oh, bit of clean film still. Wow. See, with this sort of setup on here, I can imagine if I had 3 more trays, I could just do loads of them. And whilst I was waiting for my extractor, they could just be slightly draining anyway. God, look at that. You see that? That looks impressive. The first thing I noticed is this is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's quite substantial. I presume it needs to go that way around. They said they were going to send me like a demo one. This one looks pretty mint. If this is being used lots, then it's very easy to clean. Very cool, very cool. Just figured out this is just good packaging. I'm going to fix this on here. I have bolts. I'm sure it's not, but I'd like the idea that, you know, old Dave at Formula 1 is just sneakily making these in the back of the workshop. I'm sure he's not. Put that in loosely for a sec, line the other one up. I think I will turn it over. Now I've got it slightly connected. I think these sort of totes great using in a honey extraction. Wow. I'm a sort of PC guy, and this feels kind of Apple. Not in a bad way, it just is nice, it's engineered, it looks good. I suspect you can take one band off and it will make the tension less if it was too much. Got lots of spare bands, and this, I believe, is for offsetting, or maybe huge ones if you put one in each side. Oh, you've got holes there so you can just push it through. That's quite handy. Okay, let me just push that back out, take the pressure off. Quite useful. Yeah, look. It's a nice little part, that. And you get some replaceable bands. You'll be able to find these. These are kind of like washer seal rubbers. You can buy big packs of them or buy it from them. I believe they sell these. My plan with this was to wait until my main harvest, but I do have a few frames and I just want to have a play with it now. So let's give it a go. And then if they let me keep it until, say, August, I can do a proper session on it. But yes, I'm very impressed. It's not sharp. I don't feel like it's dangerous. I was worried about my fingers, but that's all good, I think. So the quickest to uncap 3 frames wins. These are probably almost set, these frames. They're not excellent frames, they're matched, but I've got them quite similar. So it should be a reasonably accurate comparison. I will have a little practice though with 1 or 2 in here just first, just to see what it's like, to get, you know, so it's a bit fairer. So let's try this one and just push it in and see how it goes. Okay, my first go. Oh, that was rather easy. Now, I don't know if they do it twice. See, that's cut them all quite nicely. It certainly wouldn't take much effort to do it twice. Okay, I think that was fairly easy. Now for the race. 3, 2, 1, go. I already know this is a lot quicker. Ooh. Wow. 26.9, but I did look at it for a second there. So we'll say 26. 26 seconds to do 3. I mean, they're mainly done. That hasn't quite been done there. But in reality, when I take them out, I would give them a little scratch. That one's perfect. I mean, that first frame and that one again looks perfect. This one is quite a shallow frame there. It's good that side. So in reality, I would have given that a tiny little scratch like that, and that would have been it just before I put it in the tank. Okay, so we've got 26 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Stop. Oh, so yes, I've lost by quite a bit. Wow. 1 minute, 11 seconds. Okay. Well, we have a clear winner on speed. Now I'm going to do a little bit of extracting and I'll see what the frames look like after. But these frames have nearly set a bit, so I'm going to have issues extracting. So let me just extract it and then... Now I spun the honey out, let's have a little comparison. This is the ones I'd done using my old technique, and these are the new ones. First of all, I'll give them a quick just finger weigh. Yeah, they feel the same. So I think they've taken out as much honey as each other. Now let's put one of these up. There are a few horizontal bars of damage from my extractor. So this is with the roller and this is by hand. You can see the roller is definitely slightly better condition, that side, and better condition on that side. There's a lot more of the wax cappings still on there. I suspect the bees will reuse that. Okay, let's look at this one and this one. Wow, you can see it's definitely a lot better on that one. And again, it's got all the honey out. There's a little bit of honey I've missed there. Feels like it's got all the honey out. Yes, good. And let's have a look at this last frame. Now these were slightly small frames, not quite good. You wouldn't be able to use a knife on this or anything, you'd have to scratch it. It's got everything that side, but I can feel there's a bit of honey left in this side. But in the real world, I would have used a fork over that quickly. And condition wise, again, nicer. If we ignore those bars, because I would use my radial extractor. Yeah, good. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed playing with this. It's good fun. It's definitely a good machine. If you can afford it, it's definitely worth it. I can imagine it speeding up my process quite a bit, especially if I got a second extractor. And yes, I feel like the bees are going to have less work to do. It was definitely faster, and it's extracted all the frames well, even these like little bad ones. That's pretty good. But any drawn out frame, it seems to do it perfectly. So yeah, thanks Bee Cooperative for sending this to me. And I'll put a link in the description to their website, and yeah, tell me what you think about it. And I'll catch you next time.